What are you looking for? Jesus asks the disciples. The disciples say, Rabbi, where do you stay? Dearly beloved in Jesus Christ, welcome to the reflections of Second Ordinary Sunday, Year B. Dear friends in Jesus Christ, before ever Jesus wants to accept the disciples of John the Baptist as his own disciples, he wants to know what was their purpose of following him. So, he puts a categorical and straightforward question to them, saying, what are you looking for? The question, what are you looking for, has theological, psychological, and existential connotations. Man asked this question from age-old times. In the same way, Jesus wants to know from the disciples what is their purpose of following him. Once there lived a man who was in prayer and meditation for 10 long years. And one day, God appeared to him and gave him a boon, saying, ask whatever you desire, and I will give it to you. The man started thinking for what to ask. He kept on thinking what to ask. And finally, the Lord left him saying, you don't deserve a gift. All his 10 years of prayer and sacrifice was lost because he didn't know what was the purpose of his work. He began his work, worked for it for 10 long years, but he didn't know the purpose of his work. Therefore, he lost the boon. Similarly, the gospel of the day helps us to understand what is the purpose of a Christian living. Viktor Frankl, the author of the book Man's Search for Meaning, he writes, if you know why, you will do it somehow. That implies if you know the purpose of your work, you will find means and ways to complete that work and get the reward from that work. Often in our lives, we lack this clarity of the purpose of the work that was entrusted to us. Now, meditate and see what is the purpose of you being a Christian, or what are the things that attract you in Christ to be a Christian. His personality, his fame, his miraculous work, or what else? Secondly, gospel helps us to meditate what are our expectations from Christ, from the church, from the ministry that was given to us. As simple human beings, all of us have got some kind of desire or expectations for doing everything that comes on our way. But sadly, often we don't even realize what are those expectations. Hence, we don't live up to those expectations. That's why we lose the boon in our lives. Therefore, dear friends, it is very high time to meditate upon the word, what are you looking for? And we need to meditate this word both in theological connotation as well as existential connotation. Second question that we are going to meditate today is from the part of the disciples. The disciples asked him, Master, where do you stay? The answer is very simple, come and see. According to me, the answer is very simple. He lives among the poor, the outcasts, and the underprivileged, and those people who are sick and suffering. It is there where he lives, he does his ministry, and he establishes his kingdom. Remember, the foxes have holes and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay down his head. That's why he goes to the poor, he lives among the destitutes, he lives among the sick and the suffering. If you want to know him, see him, experience him, go to the outcasts and those who are out of the circle. Only then you will understand who Christ is. In this today, brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, let's take to our heart these two important questions. What is the purpose of my life, my being a Christian? Secondly, let's recognize that the Lord lives in the poor and the simple. Let's go to them and we will find him. And God bless us all. Have a blessed Sunday.